help you buy and sell, fixer-uppers, rehabs, estate sales. I'm a Chicago realtor. I do a little juicing and I tour the city of Chicago, and my name is Sonia. So welcome and thanks for joining, guys. So I'm here with my home inspector and we are going through this property. Those that are interested in buying a property, and if you have an FHA loan, you got to watch out for certain things, otherwise you won't qualify, or the appraisal won't even pass, and then you can't even get the house. So you might not be looking for a house, but it might be your cousin, your brother, your uncle, your mama, anybody, your friend, that might be looking to buy. If you have an FHA loan, these are the things that you want to watch out for. So I'll introduce Mike. He is with First Choice Home Inspectors, and I've been doing this for, 10.5 years. He's been doing it for quite a while as well. Haha, your mama. Yes, your mama too. Your mama can buy a house too, you know. As old as you can be, you could buy a house when you're 80. If you're not ready, you know what I mean? You can be renting for a long, long time. So let me introduce Mike. He's going to go through the 3 things that you need to watch out for if you have an FHA loan and you're buying a house. There he is right there, guys, with First Choice Home Inspectors. Hello. There he is. Say hi, Mike.
Hi, everybody.
So what's going on when you're buying a property and you're trying to buy a property with FHA. There's 3 things to look out for. So what you got for us, Mike?
Well, actually, there's a lot of things to look out for, but we're going to go over through just a couple of things right now. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys. Okay, so one of the things that we notice here at this property when it comes time for an FHA purchase is they're big on safety issues. That's probably the biggest thing with FHAs. They're not going to give you the loan unless you have everything that's kind of up to par. One of the things that's as a side note is they don't like you to have a lot of peeling paint. They're concerned about lead-based paint, peeling paint, because children have a tendency to eat lead-based paint chips because they're sweet and taste really good, from what I understand, and it's not good for our brain. Okay, so that's just one little side note I wanted to point out. The thing I see here, safety-wise, is you notice that these stairs, we've got about 10 steps going down, and anytime you have more than 3, you have to have a handrail. Okay, you have to have a handrail within reach. So right here, we had a contractor that actually put a handrail coming from the bottom up, but the problem is it stops right about here where my finger's at. So right now, I as a homeowner, if I'm walking down these steps, as you can see, I go down, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't grab that handrail until my 7th step down, and that's a big no-no with FHA. Yeah, so we definitely want to make sure that we have a handrail. So this section right here, basically from the doorway, from right about here, coming down, this should have a separate handrail. So this is fine for the lower portion, but again, for safety reasons, we want to make sure that we've got that handrail. We're going to go down to the basement next. So one of the things that FHA is concerned about, or one of the requirements, I should say, is they want to make sure that you have running hot water. So the running hot water, we want to make sure that we have a hot water tank, that it's functional, and that we have hot water at every outlet, okay? Every tap, in other words. So that's the second thing that they look at. One other thing is we want to make sure that we have a furnace. Now these are things that you would take for granted, but you got to remember a lot of these houses that they're in foreclosure. Contractors have gone in there and either got rid of the old units and taken them out to sell them. Sometimes vandals and thieves break in and steal them. So we got to make sure that we've got a working furnace, and that's what our furnace is right here. So those are 3 big things that they look for. They want to make sure that we have a furnace that's functional. We want to make sure that we have hot water that's running in the house, and we want to make sure that we've got all of our applicable handrails installed. Another thing talking about handrails, if you look at this handrail here, what the code says is that it can't be more than 4 inches. So this is pretty close. This is fine, but we don't want to have these gaps. These are called the spindles. So this is the actual rail. This is the handrail. This is the spindle. So we don't want a gap of more than 4 inches between the spindles. That pretty much covers the basics for an FHA inspection. Of course, there's a lot more that's involved, but we're just talking about the top 3 things. Teach me how to take this off.
Did you guys learn something? Thank you, Daniel, for sharing with your followers. Absolutely. So those are some of the things that you want to watch out for when you're buying a home with FHA. There's also conventional, there's FHA 203K. There's a bunch of different loans that you can get out there. If you guys need more information regarding real estate, feel free to go to www.csonia.com. I've been doing this for 10 years, so I know a couple of things here or there. Yes, have spindles close together so the kids don't fall. Yeah, Mark Gregory. You know what? You wouldn't believe it, Ramiro and Mark Gregory. Though, a lot of times when we're doing home inspections, that's a big issue with the handrails, and it won't pass the appraisal if you don't get that done. So, Meso Mister, thanks for joining. So I value your time, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. Catch me on my next scope. Again, go to that site, www.csonia.com. Thank you for putting that up there, Mark Gregory. You can also sign up to my newsletter where I give you exclusive information regarding real estate tidbits. That information is not on Periscope, so feel free to sign up at www.csonia.com. Thanks, guys, for joining, and I will catch you guys later.